Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Psychic Tarot Angel Oracle. My name is ASTRAEA Love, and I'm going to give you guys a reading today. Okay, so make sure that you guys are familiar with my legal disclaimer. It is in the description box below. Also, there is a link to my other platform where I do same type of things, but just with tarot cards more than oracle cards. So make sure that you guys get a subscription over there as well. Okay. But by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Please be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. Also, everything on this platform is copyrighted. So, yeah. So you're also agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to do the prayer. So I ask that the Most High God and Holy Spirit be with us now for any messages that need to come through. Stuff already flying out. I also ask that the archangels, specifically Archangel Michael, come be with us now, be with me, and be with you. That is so funny. The interference card fell out. I also ask that the Most High God and the Holy Spirit and Archangel Michael please return all evil and block out anyone or anything that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading in any type of way. I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, and the highest truth to be revealed to me and my collective. And I pray for all of my subscribers. So I ask now as I call upon God's favor to give us the full armor of God for protection during our life's mission and work here on the earth. I'm eternally grateful for your favor, Heavenly Source, and for your unfailing love. Thank you for blessing me and my subscribers, and thank you for healing the sick and creating miracles. In your holy name, Lord my God, I give gratitude and thanks. I pray into thy holy presence, and I meditate upon your divine will. Amen. All right, so we're cutting the deck. We're going to start with the Thoth deck because it's awesome. All right, so let's see. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad that it feels good to be missed. I'm glad to be back. Look at this, you guys. Works coming out the first card. This is definitely about you guys either reaching a goal. Yeah, this is definitely a collective reading today. So I'm glad that you guys are here to hear the message. So yeah, whatever it is that you guys are working on right now, I'm seeing 3 different things. It could be a combination of 3 different things, or it could just be 3 things right now are coming. Oh yeah, this card is the number 3. Look at that. The 3. That's like the Holy Trinity coming together. So something is in the works right now as we speak. And I'm also getting that you guys, these works could literally be like miracles in your guys' lives at this time. So a lot of the times miracles do happen. We just don't see them or perceive them, right? But when we can, it's beautiful. So yeah, let's see what else. Dominion. Okay, so somebody wants to dominate. This is silly. Somebody wants to dominate basically your good deeds. That's crazy. Or your projects. Whatever this works, whatever is in the works, basically. Somebody wants to dominate that. So I feel like their energy is like very, very low vibrational. I feel like it's almost the opposite. Like you can't control miracles. What in the hell? Who the hell tries to do that? Somebody weird. Knight of Swords. Somebody that's extremely impulsive. That's right. Yeah. Is exactly it. Is that they don't want you to be seen in the eyes of God as being like precious. That's silly. Why would anybody think that? That's so sad. God loves you. That's like always going to be the message that God loves you. You can always go to God when you need something. These people don't realize that the reason that you're able to perform, Spirit's defending, that the reason that you're able to perform these works is because you are of God. God is within. And also these people are extremely lazy. So they want the outcome of the works. Like this person is somebody that covets what you do for work. They literally want the same exact outcome that you're getting without doing any of the work, which is crazy. That doesn't even make any sense. Like, so they're lazy. So this is definitely somebody that just wants dominion over your ability to affect other people and your ability to connect with others. I'm also getting that somebody even wants domination over how you connect with God. Nobody can control that. Yeah, when God is with you, God is within you, and that's the case here, nobody can cut that connection off. You can't just put somebody back to sleep or silence them. I'm sorry. So you could be feeling like you're going through an adjustment at this time. Like it could be like, in the past few days, you could have been eating a little or then eating a lot. Like I just get that things are adjusting right now. So I would be very optimistic at this time. Yeah, very speedy recovery. Absolutely. Yes, my voice has been rough. I know it is today, but yeah, I think it's just an allergic reaction, to be honest. I am pretty sure that I'm allergic to cigarettes, and so, and probably like hay and all the other shit, but definitely allergic to cigarettes or cigarette smoke or whatever the hell they have. But I'll get better. The longer that I'm away from it, I mean, shit. The Princess of Cups. So it's like you're coming through as royalty. Somebody's seeing you as being royalty. And obviously, if you're connected to God through genetics, this is why every time they try to dominate your energy and attack you because you're doing something that God told you to do, it backfires on them like every single time. That's crazy. I would, if I was having all these backfires happen, I would just stop doing whatever it is that they're doing, because it's going to backfire. It's inevitable. Which means every time that they attempt it, because God is your living ancestor that comes through for you. God's always going to save you. When it comes to this person trying to dominate you because they're lazy, they need to find somebody else. You're not an easy target. I don't know why this person thinks that you are something to play with. The Knight of Cups. They think that you don't have somebody watching over you. You absolutely do, in the spirit and in the physical realm. You have a very charming energy as well. And I feel like somebody's jealous about your personality. Like people like you and people don't like this other person. So they feel like, well, if they become more like you, they'll be liked. No, that's not how it goes. This person's not being their authentic self. They're also hiding something. Yeah, they're hiding the fact that they engage in this debauchery all the time, which could be, excessive drinking. It could be excessive drinking, excessive gambling, whatever debauchery is. It's like it could be all of those things done to the excess, right? So this person just doesn't know when to stop. I also feel like you've been kicking them out of your energy. Like when you find this person in your energy, you're like, no, I do not give this person consent or permission. And that basically takes away, by you reasserting yourself in the situation. Yeah, it basically takes away their ability to do anything to you at all, because you're basically stating, no, I don't give consent to that. And the universe, God goes, oh, you don't give consent to that? Well, pow, 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 and punches this person out. And then they're like, what happened? What did I do? And they're not putting one and one together, and it's not making two for them. This person's seeing four with one and one. 1 + 1 = 4. No, this person's delusional. They definitely are not putting together that God is protecting you. That's why they keep trying to dominate you. And again, because if this person really believed that God was protecting you, this is why they have to F around and find out that God is really protecting you. If they really believe that, they would not try to dominate God. That's like, oh, let me just, I'm just going to tell Brahma that I'm more powerful. I don't even know. Like, how would you even go about doing that? So this is where it's illogical. But besides the point, this person feels like they have something that they can say. And again, they engage in such low vibrational behavior that they want you to engage in this same dumb shit that they do, which could be cursing. It could be anything from using foul language to drinking, smoking, using rugs, illegal rugs, right? any type of powders or whatever. Like, this person just wants to bring your energy down. They don't want you doing this good deed, because the more that you do the good deeds and the more that you stay in alignment and the more that you adjust your vortex and your energy, it basically pushes this person out. And then without your energy, this person can't survive. So yeah, you're dealing with a freaking vampire basically, but one that wears a human face. I just heard the name Charlie. I don't know if you know anybody named Charlie, but as I said that, freaking these three flew on the ground. So when they fall on the ground and they're like this, I take that message as like these three cards that just fell is something that you and me don't see, but God does. Okay. So this Knight of Discs, like I said, you have protectors. Somebody is going to come for this person's head. They need to leave you alone. Not only that, when this ancestor shows up and takes their head clean off, they're going to be like trying to think thoughts and not able to do that without a head. I'm not even joking. I'm like picking up on your ancestor being like, enough with this person. They are in sorrow. They're very sorry that they spent the majority of their lifetime engaging in debauchery, which is just foolishness, right? It's not like this person at any point could have tried to done something good for themselves, like this works, or somebody else. And if they would have done that, if they would have followed the same steps that, well, not the same steps that you did, because again, even if they tried to follow your steps, they would not get the same result, because there's something miraculous about you. They would have had fortune as well if they would have done what God told them to do. But instead, they decided to come for what you do, which is craziness. And they're sad about this, that all of a sudden they're looking at their life. Well, I've wasted all my life. Now I want their life since I wasted mine. It doesn't work like that. You can't just take, even if this is a family member wanting something, even if they brought you into this world, they don't have the right to take you out of it. And they don't have the right to take anything from you. So I don't care who this person is to you. They don't have the right to take anything because they don't own you. Nobody owns another person. God owns us, but we don't own anybody else. Okay. Even if we have children, we don't own them. Like, people are weird. This peace, this person does not want you to have peace. And this fortune, part of your fortune is peace, because whoever they are, they've caused so much turmoil in your life that you have not had peace in the past, which is not fair. That's totally not fair. For this person to just be basically wanting to steal and copycat you, that's not fair. This person's not going to get the same effects that you get, and the same, basically the same butterfly effect. They're not going to get the same effect as you. Stop falling on the ground, cards. Even if they tried to do exactly what you did, what you do comes from a genuine heart. What they do comes from trying to copycat another person. The Chariot and strife. So this person could have been trying to bring legal troubles to you or the police to you. That's why you guys, when you're dealing with envious people that want to compete with you for your career, people that want to compete with you for your life force energy, people that just want your good fortune because they see you having something that they don't possess. These people really need to ask themselves, why do I not possess this object or this person or whatever? And if they would ask themselves that rational question, why do I not have what I don't have? They would get an answer back, like literally from their higher selves would answer these people, but they're not asking any questions. They're basically just wanting to cause strife, but they're the ones that are sad. It's like, you're not going to be moved out of peace. Okay. It's your fortune. Like, God has set that in stone for you to have peace. This person could try to get anybody to imprison you under false pretenses. They could try to get your inheritance stripped. This person could try to do whatever they're going to try to do. And I'm telling you, it's not going to ever affect your peace. It's this person's bullshit. They're going to be caught up in it. They're in their own strife. I mean, that's logical. That thought right there, that they are causing their own strife, that's logical. They're also causing their own sorrow. If they would stop looking at your life with these like crazy eyes, Like, why does this person have that? Yo, you have things because you do good works for God. Like, that's why you have stuff. This person doesn't want to do that, though. They don't care about God. And that's just sad. And yeah, you guys, in life, you will come across people that just don't care about God. And so it's like, yeah, they just want to be satiated off of what your blessings are. And God's never going to allow your peace to be broken. Not for this person. I mean, if God was going to allow any of their warfare to go through, it would only be so that you learn how to stay in peace and defend yourself. But once, you learn that, then basically this person has no purpose. So they see you satiated and happy in your life, and they're thirsty as hell, and they want that for themselves, but they won't go out and get it. Like, they just feel like they can steal anything, which is weird, but they feel like anything they want, they can have it because their dad is Satan. Literally. It's like, yo, your father has no power here. Speak of an evil eye. I'm not even kidding. This person probably calls themselves a child of the devil, and the devil will not even look at that. The devil in the next card. The devil doesn't even like this person. I mean, I have not seen the devil like anybody that I've ever met, but that's not the point. The devil's like, this person's an idiot. That when the devil takes your side, like, what type of shit is this person on that the devil's actually going to take your side knowing that you work for God? Like, that's what I'm seeing here. Yeah, they have a lot of jealous energy. So make sure that you guys have your stay prayed up. Like, my throat is so itchy. Stay prayed up. Somebody doesn't want me to talk about this because I'm about to reveal how you conquer this person. This person's going to try to goat you into reacting to their bullshit. Okay? Don't react. Like, don't react in any type of way. That's all you have to do, and you win this fight. Because they're trying to bring strife to you that, thank you, hot water with lemon and honey. I will definitely do that. They're trying to bring strife to you that just is not meant to be. They also want you sad over, they want you to lose your blessing, but you have multiple characters here, Knight of Cups and Knight of Discs, coming in to protect your blessing. So they're not going to get past your ancestors. And this is where they should have thought that you're, like I said, you are loved. God loves you. They're not going to get past your ancestors. Your ancestors, God, well, no wonder they're failing. No wonder they're also going to get called out in a public way. When this happens, this could be somebody that you work with. When this person gets called out in a public way, don't laugh at them. Just don't give any energy to the situation. When Jesus turned the other cheek, it wasn't because he liked to get slapped and he was a bitch. It was like, basically, you slap me, I'm not giving you not fucking nothing, no energy, no attention, right? But I would never tell anybody to stand there and allow somebody to slap you. But in a metaphor, like, don't allow it's kind of like boxing. Like, you're basically not wanting to get hit by the other person. Don't allow this person to strike at you, because if you stay away from them, they won't be able to hit you. This person wants to throw some badass karma that they accumulated while doing this debauchery, FUCKSHIT, whatever they've been doing. They want you to pay the consequences for that. And I also feel like this person is so jealous that they're talking to some type of relative or somebody that they know that's in the police force, and they're trying to get you wrongfully arrested. This police officer is not going to go for this shit. I'm not kidding. This police officer sees it for what it is and is not going to feed into this person's delusions, because this cop knows that if they were to try to bring up some faulty bullshit and try to take you before a court or a judge or anything like that, or even try to put you in jail, this cop would lose its, I just heard life, but I was going to say job. This cop would lose its job. You know what I mean? Yeah, don't allow idiots near you at all. That's exactly it. But yeah, this person would absolutely lose their job because it's faulty charges. This is all based off of somebody else's jealousy because they can't dominate you? Are you for real? Like this, the way that sounds is just crazy, right? And this chariot energy is smarter than the family member. That's why they want to threaten you with the police or whatever. Okay, maybe you're a truth teller. Maybe you spoke the truth on something. If your truth breaks somebody else down, then that's just too bad. You're not going to stop speaking the truth because somebody else is hurt by it. Maybe they should grow a pair of balls and grow up and stop, playing with the devil. Because I would just suggest that in general. This person's lazy. They go to the devil because it's easier to sell your soul or be tricked or whatever than it is to just live a virtuous life. Yeah, they want to be you. Like I said, copycat energy. This is because you have star quality. People actually adore you and you have abundance coming to you. Not only money, but happiness. And you are the victor here. By you not getting upset, by you being able to transform the energy, the mages, you being the magician in your own life, you basically sidestep this entire plot against you. And this was a stupid plot. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this shit was never gonna work. I mean, everything that they're saying is so stupid that I can't even give it any serious attention, like for reals. But yeah, you guys deserve to be happy. You're worthy of that. You're worthy of having a good life. You're also worthy of having money. Don't believe whatever scriptures or whatever it is that say that to be righteous you have to be poor. That's not true. That is not true. Maybe you came to help the poor, but you are not poor, right? This Ace of Swords protects you. This is why this other person is defeated every time. The devil is defeated every single time. Also, this could be about trying to stop you from creating artwork. What a weirdo. Continue to create your artwork. Continue to do what you love to do. Don't let somebody else's jealousy stop you from being yourself. I mean, that's what they want. They want to be you so bad that they need you to stop being yourself. Even if you stopped being your authentic self, this person would never get to be you. That they're under the illusion that they can. They're not an equal. Ace of Cups energy. You have overwhelming love, like an overflowing cup of love from the universe. And God's not going to take that away because this person has an opinion. Even if the entire police academy and the whole court itself, if they even shared a bad opinion about you, God would not fucking care. God would not care. God would annihilate these people. This is what they need to understand, is that when it comes to the Most High God, their opinion is not valued. Literally. God doesn't, the way that these people think and feel about you, God doesn't agree with that. And the High Priestess, you definitely transmutate energy. You definitely transform it. You can literally take this, you could either sidestep it, you could give it to God, or you could transform the energy. But either way, this is a lose, lose, lose. There's no reality that exists. And I know that the multiverse reality theory, there is not a reality that exists where this is going to work. Okay. There's just is not. I'm not seeing one. These people are extremely worried about this shit though. Like, they need it to work. They need to be able to have domination over you. It's some type of game that they're playing. They're not playing it with God. And now God's gotten involved and these people are going to learn. They're going to F around and find out the hard way. This swiftness, this is you moving very quickly and you moving in silence. Again, it's none of their business. It's none of their business. These people want you to engage in lustful activity, and they're worried that if they can't trap you with lust or some type of weird love spell or some voodoo shit, that the universe is going to come in and bring you an offer that you're not going to turn down and you're going to walk away from these people. I mean, that's what their ultimate fear is that you're not going to fall for their trap. And what type of weird, I mean, if this person's trying to say that you're a sex worker, nobody believes that shit. Whatever they're saying about you, people are not believing because it's not true. It's not because this person is a bad liar. It's just not true about you. That's why people don't believe it. These people that are manipulative liars need to understand that other people also have intuition. And anytime somebody comes up and starts bad-mouthing a specific person, you should always be questioning, why is this person doing that? Like, do they need to do that? Is there, like, why do I need to hate this person that this person doesn't like? Again, anybody with a real brain, with the actual intelligence would question this shit. And that's why I'm saying most people will not believe it. And again, the people that do believe it, you can't convince the authority. There's no real evidence. They can't convince the authority. Like whatever it is, the authorities know that this is bullshit. And I do get that these cops, whoever this police person is, that they have done illegal things for this family member or friend or whatever before, and it's backfired also then. So God's not allowing it. The universe is not allowing them to bring this plan forward. The Lovers, this is definitely about keeping you from somebody else. Wow. So let me find out that this is some dumbass person that's concerned over a man or a woman that doesn't even want them back. And the more important part is whoever they're concerned about, you don't even want that person either. They're a loser. They're literally not for you. They're a loser. They fall into the trap of lust and all this other dumb shit. You don't do that. They also don't want me to tell you about this because once you know what's going on, it's like their plot's over. You're too virtuous. In their eyes, you're too virtuous. Also, this Lover's energy, whoever comes in to your experience, they're going to be very virtuous as well. And I'm also getting that just like these people think that they have crooked ass whatevers, officials, different places, you also have help in high places as well. And so these people really, really need to think twice before setting this dumb shit up. Because once they set it up, all of the other, like I'm getting that there's one cop that's in on it. All of the other people are going to see that this is some type of retarded setup. Definitely somebody on devil energy, and they're going to fire this cop. So let them. If they want to play with you, let them. God will handle it. You don't need to even do anything. Yeah, just be yourself, Emperor. You don't need to do anything other than be yourself. God will handle this person because they mishandled you. God will handle the ass for that. But yeah, they should have came on some better intentions. Like, why would you try to get an innocent person put away in prison? This must be about some type of money or something. What do these people have to gain over dominating your life and dominating your ability to receive grace and mercy from God? They don't want this Empress from coming into your life. It's too late. This person is already written into like existence. Okay. This person, they can't go and unalive this person with any magic. They want to keep a specific person away from you. They have something to gain if they can keep this person away from you. But again, they're not going to be able to do that. You're going to end up gaining and they're going to end up losing in a big way. And this is a game that you just don't play with the universe. Overpower. Yeah, it's so stupid. This is all because the devil wants some power that it doesn't have. That's always what it's going to be about. All of this low vibrational debauchery, lust crap, everything in moderation, I guess. But poison is still poison. And we know that jealousy is a disease. That is an infection. Okay. And so you would rather just not drink poison, like any amount, even though, yes, small amounts of poison maybe could go undetected, but still you don't want to drink poison. Anytime you're around this person, it's like drinking poison because they're always going to push something, a lower vibrational anything onto you because they want you to engage in the shit that they do. And this is literally like, oh, well, if we can get them to be crooked like us, then they'll be a part of it. No, you're not going to be a part of anything that's wrong. And yeah, prudence. These people could literally feel like that you are a prude. That because you won't engage in lustful behavior or sex orgies or whatever weird shit this is, that you're a prude. Well, okay, they can think whatever they want, is basically what I'm saying. God doesn't care what they think. That's the important part. They can think that you're a prude. Who cares? You could literally have a vow of celibacy right now or something like that. Or you could just be celibate. I mean, this doesn't have to be that you're a prude. Somebody that's a prude, they don't like to have fun. That's what I get from the word. Yeah, you're also not falling into this fool energy. So they're not going to be able, they're not going to be able to pull one over your head. These people should have literally thought about this, that you would see this shit coming. Yeah, petty clowns, exactly it. Because all over some vain shit anyways. It's literally, this is about you being good looking. It's about, about you being gifted and blessed by God. And I'm not saying that people that are not good looking are not blessed by God, but beauty is a gift. All these things that we're talking about, abundance, money, those are all gifts. Being able to create miracles, that's a gift. Being a miracle to other people, that's also a gift. But if they want to call you prude because you want to keep your energy to yourself, that you don't want to go, whatever with these other people that want to have group sex and shit like that, like they're literally upset about that because you make better lifestyle choices. Like, how can anybody be upset when we could all make better lifestyle choices? The Ace of Discs, they also feel like this person feels like it's unfair. And that's where they're getting it wrong. You have not been given anything in your life. You've had to work for it or, basically get into alignment for it. But it's not just been gifted to you. So I don't know why they're thinking that. This person could also be trying to do something with your psyche. They want you to think less of yourself. Yeah, this is a new eon, though. This is a time of change and transition where you guys are going to be going through massive amounts of change, and you're going to be adapting to a new reality, but you're still setting the tone for that reality with your thoughts and beliefs. So again, as long as you continue to know and believe in your heart that God is more powerful than whatever these people are doing, you're going to be fine, because whether you believe it or not, God is still more powerful than what these people are doing. That's just the truth of the situation. You don't have to believe in the sun coming up for it to come up tomorrow, right? So these people want to play on your beliefs like you're stupid. They are not ready for the amount of change that's going to happen. They're going to watch you change and adapt and grow and learn and be beautiful, and they're going to be upset about it. Point blank period, because they don't possess anything special about them. I don't know why, but that would be something definitely that these people should be taking up with God, not with you. You know what I'm saying? The Prince of Discs. Yeah, they definitely want to block your money. They want to block your money, and they want to block your love life. Well, they want you to engage in debauchery with them. Let's just say that. Yeah, an Ace of Wands. They know that if they can get you to go back on your values, that they'll get something, but they'll only get literally beaten down with that Ace of Wands. So I would not do it. If I were them, I would walk away. Knight of Wands. Yeah, they definitely encourage other people to come up against God. That is foolish. That is a fool's game that nobody will ever win. Trying to come up against God, the creator, I don't know. That's crazy to me. Princess of Discs. Yeah, they want to stop your ability to make money. They don't want this divine feminine energy helping you. And this could be even your own energy. Like, come on. How low vibing is that? But at least you know now what they're about, because as this change happens, it's going to definitely benefit your life and it's going to hinder theirs in some type of way. Yeah, they're not going to be pleased with the outcome of this situation because it means that you win and they don't. They want you to take the fall for some shit that they did. Tell me where there's a universe where that shit actually happens. Where does that happen at? Where somebody else falls down and takes a hit for somebody else? Where does that happen at? Not in this universe. So they're trying to create some shit that's impossible anyways. And I don't want to say anything's impossible because God can do anything, but these people, they wanted to play God in your life. Now they're going to actually meet God that's in your life. You know what I mean? And God, they're not going to be happy about it. They think that this evil eye shit is like the most powerful shit ever, and it's really weak as hell. If you don't hold envy or jealousy, this energy will not touch you. So they can throw that evil eye crap, but God will just send it right back to them. This is about you living a life of luxury. Like I said, these people are very vain. This is something about money. The Queen of Cups, about you being a nurturer. You know, people's greed, they need to check themselves just in general so that they don't fall into traps like this. Because this was a setup. They were never going to get away with this shit. It's a disappointment for them. Major disappointment. They're definitely disappointed that they weren't able to falsely imprison somebody and set them up. Yeah, stay away from this person. They want to take your place, but they wouldn't be able to do anything without you. So it's weird. Yeah, they want your wealth. I said this is about money. They're disappointed that they're not going to be able to put you in an insane asylum and take your money, that they're not going to be able to do whatever their plot was to take your money. This is about your wealth. So you could have wealth you don't know about, or this could just definitely be about your wealth. But, you know, they're very disappointed about this. These people are actually sad and depressed. But they need to get their shit together. Cruelty. They were going to, like, I'm not kidding. This is somebody that could have put you out before. They could have been very cruel to you. They're disappointed that they're not able to abuse you again. Like, that's crazy. Do these people understand the way that shit sounds when you say it out loud? Like, no, I'm just upset because I can't be cruel and abusive to somebody, that I can't cruelly steal their money, that I can't blatantly steal their work and say that it's mine, that I can't steal their inheritance and say that it's mine. They're really sad that they're not going to be able to torture you by making you be broke because they want to keep hold of your money. They also cannot prove to anybody that you have anything mentally wrong with you. So again, even if you did have something mentally going on with you, this money is your money. It's not their money. It doesn't matter if you would want to spend this money on, you know, like gambling and prostitutes or whatever. It doesn't matter what you want to spend your money on. That's your right as a human being, and it's your money. You can spend it on whatever you want. Whatever these people are trying to say in whatever court of law or whatever they're working up, they need to shut the F up. They really need to shut up before they get their own ass thrown in jail. Because again, they cannot take what belongs to you. The Hangman, they cannot sacrifice you for it. They can't take it. They can't manipulate the situation. They can't convince a judge to sign off on them getting your portion of wealth when your portion of wealth is supposed to go to you. Especially, let me find out that you are actually needing help on some type of government assistance, and this person is over here stealing your money. The government will look into shit like that. Like, before they put you on disability, they will look in to see if you have money. Like, that if somebody's stealing your money, they will look at your record. They basically pull up your credit and all sorts of shit. Like, they really look into that to see if they need to help you or not. And if they see that somebody is holding money, that if you're in need of assistance at this time and somebody else is holding on to your money, keeping it away from you, being very cruel and abusive with the money, then they're going to definitely call down, you know, judgment on that shit. And rightfully so. This, again, your wealth, whether this is a spiritual gift, a physical gift, a car, I don't care what it is. It doesn't belong to this other person. There's no amount of witchcraft or wishing that's going to make what you possess theirs. Absolutely not. And not, yeah, they're going to have to come up with a truce and literally give you your money back. And if this is a family member, I would take the ass to court for whatever they owe you. Because this person was relentless. They were relentless on you not having this abundance. Why? I don't know why, but probably envy. Yeah, hatred also. This Prince of Wands energy shows me that whatever they were working with, they're going to have to literally, whatever other authority that they were working with, they're going to have to come to terms with that shit and let it go. Because the wheel is turning in your favor, not in theirs. The Hierophant, a judge. literally a judge, a court official, a judge. This judge is not signing off on this dumb shit. I can tell you that. And if this is a secret society or coven or cult, this secret society, coven, or cult is not signing off on this fucking sacrifice. If this person tries to sacrifice you or do any type of sacrifice, I'm telling you, it is going to immediately backfire. So they just need to really stop with it. Stop with their stupid shit. Princess of Wands. Yeah, you're still viewed as a princess or a prince. Like this energy that you have that's very fluid, it's very expressive, it's beautiful energy. That is your energy. That is the wealth that you came into this world with. It doesn't matter if this person's your mother or who the hell they are to you. They did not, they maybe were a vessel to bring you into existence, but they do not own what God has given you. You own that. And outside of that, God owns it. That is your strength, knowing that God is your strength, and these people's weaknesses is their evil, wicked natures and the fact that they will do anything for money. These people will freaking sacrifice their child to Moloch or Baal or whatever this devil shit is. These people would literally give up their own children. They would give up. They want this money so bad. They want to get blood all over it. But this could literally be a spiritual gift that you have or something that you come into the possession of. Like I said, they wanted to keep you blind from not knowing about it, because if they feel like if you don't know about this money, then they can keep it from you. No, there is no court of law that says, okay, I'm going to give you this person's money. When I see this person struggling, when the court looks and goes, okay, well, this person needs assistance. Why are they struggling? Why is this other family member or whoever they are holding on to this person's wealth? They're going to start asking questions about that. And when those questions get asked, it's going to be these people's asses that are on the line for it. That's a good question. If this person's suffering and struggling, and clearly you're not mental. If you were mental, you would be in an institution. These people did all the witchcraft in the world, didn't work. They tried to sacrifice you to this cult so many times that now the cult, everybody's up under judgment in the cult. There is a science to it, but your divine works have actually outmastered science. Like God goes beyond what science can explain. Let's just say that. And these people are experiencing the unexplainable in a bad way. They're experiencing God oppressing them because they wanted to oppress you and be cruel and sadistic to you with your own money, not letting you have it, not letting you know about it, because they wanted to fucking abuse you with your own finances. Now they are going to go through that. And God's not going to let up on their neck. God's going to stand on the look. This is you completing a cycle. This happening and you finding out that God has something for you, that life has something for you. Again, that is going to bring this whole thing into completion. And these people are not going to be successful. Yeah, whatever Queen of Wands they worked with, whoever this is, they're not going to be successful. They're walking right into ruin. They've ruined their own destiny and they've ruined their own lives. And not only that, they've ruined the lives of these court officials, these police officers, just by thinking. This is like they haven't even taken action on this shit yet, but just by thinking it, it's put them in a situation where they're having to deal with things that they never knew existed. Let's just say that, like God. Because if these people believed in God, they wouldn't be going to the devil in the first place. But yeah. The Queen of Dis, like literally, there was a whole group of people that wanted to steal some type of money from you. They wanted to ruin your life. And they were not able to do that because God watches over you. That's basically the message. That you're coming into success. Completing this cycle with these people is going to bring in this success. And these people are going to have to watch you just be happy. I mean, it's like they not only did they wanted to take everything from you. That is crazy. These people better be ready to lose everything. And I don't care what type of power or authority they believe that they hold because they are a court person. That is nothing compared to the power that God holds. And these people, what happens in their lives now is going to definitely, be a side effect of what God does to them, because this whole sacrifice shit was already done. if the whole story of Jesus was true, then there should be nobody should be trying to sacrifice anybody else or crucify them, because it was already done. Okay. So that was the whole point of Jesus's message, was that this shit is already done. There is no other sacrifice. This is a backfire. These people are literally a backfire. I'm not doing personal questions today. And how am I the oracle? I am the oracle because I am the oracle. God chose me to do this. Well, instructed me, I should say, to do this. But yeah, these people, they are going to wish the day that they had never known your name, because literally this was a temptation for them. Interference. They wanted to interfere with your money, and now they're going to, like, their job's on the line. Death. Interference. They wanted to cause an unnatural death. So this could be over insurance money. That's why it may be a good thing to just make sure that you don't have no relatives that tried to take out an insurance policy on your life, because these people want to trade your body for money. I'm not kidding. And they don't care. They'll do this dumb shit that they're trying to do to you. These people have done it to so many other people. They've set them up and really fucked their lives up. But these other people that they did this to were not living right. And so that's why God didn't protect them. The reason that these people are really freaked out right now is because they see that God is protecting you. They see this, they're looking into the sun, directly into the sun, into that light that comes from God. And they're like, I just don't understand. Why are my vampire tactics not working? Because, this person is the sun, which means it's a very bad allergy to, like, go up in flames and shit. You know what I mean? Also, you're a hermit. I really feel like you guys, whoever ends up watching this reading, you guys don't socialize with other people. That's another thing that's kept you safe from this group of cult people. Like, the fact that you don't socialize with other people like that has literally saved your life, because these people would have invited you to some type of party or invited you out of the country or whatever. And if you would have gone, they would have tried to make a move on you, and some real bad shit would have happened to them. So these people should be really thankful that they're just getting a backfire off of their dumb bullshit, rather than being upset that it didn't work, Yeah, this Prince of Swords energy, see how those are like puppets? They wanted to puppet you, like make you play. Like, this is somebody that wants to play slave master with somebody else that's an unwilling participant. Okay. If you know what slave master is, it's I'm the master of you, do what I say. Basically, that's how you play. But literally, this person wanted you to be obedient to them, and you don't owe them that. You don't need to be. The only person that you're obedient to is God, and that's why you're winning. Valor, my point exactly. This is why you are valiant. The Prince of Cups, you're also a loving, devoted person. These people could have tried to trick you in the past, but it didn't work. You cut them off. You were like, Queen of Swords, immediately. I know what these people are on. They were definitely trying to use the energy of the moon to deceive a court case in some type of way, so that you don't get this success and this completion. They didn't want you to complete a cycle with them. They literally failed. Their moon magic has failed, and it was futile. Coming up against you was futile. This was the worst idea they could have ever created. And whoever came up with this shit should be slapped in the face, like straight up just slapped. And I don't even condone violence, but this person is an idiot. They need some fucking, like, a jolt to reality. They need to wake up before they annihilate themselves, because trying to come for what is yours was never going to happen. That was a failed attempt from the very beginning. So they really wanted to take something that didn't belong to them, and then they wanted to steal it. They wanted to steal a blessing that came from God. How are you going to do that? The shit came from God. Like, blessing, it does not, just because a person can bless another person with money doesn't mean that you could just walk up to any person and steal anything from them. Like, what the hell are people thinking? And this is why I feel like it could have been family member, could have been somebody you work with or whatever. But yeah, they definitely wanted to dominate y'all's lives, and they wanted to play God in your life. And now they're learning the lesson of that. Let's look at the Dark Confessions deck, and then I'll let you guys go. But yeah, we'll see what their dark confessions were, because I feel like these people are just stupid. If anybody came up to me, and I don't have friends, so I don't have people that try to come up to me and say shit. But if anybody was like, yeah, you want to attack this chosen one with me, I would be like, what in the hell is wrong with you? Why would you even ask me that? Right? Like, you're dealing with people that it's normal for them to just attack other people. Like, that's crazy. Who the hell does that? Somebody that's just upset that something was given to you, you know? But God gave it to you. That's why they need to shut their mouths, or God will shut their mouths permanently. And that means in the afterlife as well. I need to free myself from fear and doubts. I'm a caged bird. This person feels like they're trapped. They are trapped. I'm not kidding. They were trying to throw their bad karma and this prison sentence on you and make you responsible for whatever they've done. Hell to the no. You are not the sacrifice. They should be scared, because it's going to be their ass that's going to jail because they did the crimes. They should do the time. What the hell? I don't know why that's so confusing. In what reality do you just get to walk up to somebody and slap them, like throw all of your fucking crazy ass, consequences on somebody? No. Ain't nobody taking the fall for this weirdo. Ain't nobody even, like, you're not even associated with this person anymore. So I really feel like they're desperate. I am afraid that your feelings for me are not mutual. No shit. This person wants to dominate and control you. Your feelings are not mutual. You don't want that. You're like, I don't care what you do, but just, stop trying to do shit to me. Go find somebody that would actually be a good victim. Find somebody like you. You're nothing like this person. And thank God for that. I feel unbalanced and uneasy. Like I said, this person is mentally deranged. I don't know what to do to fix it. They don't know what to do to fix their imbalance. And that is not your problem. I can tell you that. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me check your energy, girl. Gone. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it feels like he's gone. Wow, good job. Wow. So, what you did, whatever it was, it worked. That energy is definitely not there. So you should be able to sleep tonight, like, well. And knowing that, things like this can happen, just make sure that when you come home, no matter where you are, well, first of all, I would wear crystals. They do help. They don't fix everything. No, like, there's not one easy pill you can just take that fixes everything, but they do help with energy. So wearing selenite would be good. And then just doing a quick check, like, okay, are my chakras good? I would be checking in with your chakra system daily, you guys, just being like, okay, my crown chakra, how does that feel? And then going off of how you feel, because again, that's going to be one of the easiest ways that you can pick up when somebody else is in your energy, or if you picked anything up. And remember that especially if you're walking on any type of, Indian burial ground or anything like that, that if you have dirt on your shoes from that place, you need to before. I had somebody tell me once that that what I need to do to fix a lot of the problems I was experiencing was to take off my shoes at the front door and like leave them outside. But of course, I don't want to leave my shoes outside. But I do have this little spray bottle that's got like black salt and water in it, and it's blessed, and I spray my shoes down. So that basically, if I walked on anything that was cursed or haunted or whatever is going on, I was doing that a lot because I was in Vegas and just recently, and I was in the Luxor, and they've got the Titanic exhibit, and they've got what's his face's tomb, the Egyptian mummy, Khuton, whatever. Anyways, they had that exhibit, and I was like walking through that place, and I was like, this shit is so haunted. But yeah, it's just a good practice to just check yourself and cleanse yourself, because it's not going to hurt anything to check in with your own energy. And the more that you develop that yes, no response with yourself, the easier it is. Yes, absolutely. That's all you can do, is to just try to do your best so that people don't destroy any more of the land. You could plant a plant there, you know. I don't know if they allow you to just plant plants anywhere, but you know, it would help. But I do feel like you've done your part of the responsibility. And so that's why, you know, you're going to get blessed for this. And not just with a good night's sleep, like you may actually get literally blessed, which could be a good night's sleep, but it also is just having a clear mind. This person is like, I have lost all control of my life. I keep messing up. That's how they feel. This is why they want you to switch spots with them. You're not going to switch spots with them. You're not going to go to jail because this person created a bunch of bad choices. That's insane. And for them to think that shows me that they're extremely emotionally immature. I know what I'm doing. I play dumb to keep you confused. So this person knows what they're doing. Yeah, absolutely. It's a bad feeling when you're dealing with any type of Native American situation, because it is like their homes were ripped from them. And not only that, they were forced to in some places, they were forced to literally build the missions. It was like either convert to Catholicism, you know, in California, they have missions everywhere. It's like either convert to Catholicism or work as a slave for the rest of your life, building the, you know, whatever churches and temples and dumb shit that they have, the missions basically, which were created to convert people into Catholicism. So yeah, it's just kind of evil, but it's very sad feeling, because it's like, that is actually unfair, having something taken. But the thing is like, they don't feel like they lost their land because they never owned it. Like this is a thing that that's how they kind of look at things. It's like, even though it was taken from them, they know that they don't own the earth. They actually have some common sense in them. They know that they don't own the earth, that there's no amount of pieces of paper that could be signed by fucking anyone, or any amount of money, which are pieces of paper, actually, now that I think of it, that could actually say that, okay, this part of the earth you own. Like, what? That doesn't even make any sense. This person's wearing a mask. It says, my mask keeps me safe. I need to fake my feelings. So yeah, when you guys are dealing with people that just pretend, don't give them your energy or your time, because they're not worth it. I depend on too much to let you go. I have codependency issues. This person literally feels like if they can use your miracle energy, that you'll get them out of going to jail. There is not a prayer you could say that would stop this person's fucked up destiny and fate from reaching them. Like, you could pray for this person, but God's not going to adhere to that, because this person will not stop committing crimes. That is why they're going to go to jail. They just won't stop. And that's the thing, is that they need to stop. Like, I don't know why people think that, oh, just because I haven't and this person's gotten caught before, just maybe not with the police, maybe with a family member or something. I feel empty and hollow inside. I can't open up. So they're not even willing to change. I would say scratch it. Just let them go. There are feelings of anger inside me that I need to release before I explode. This person could feel like literally that they're about to explode. But you're not their punching bag. So yeah, you're not this person's punching bag. Got the whipping boy. I'm just remembering this book I read when I was like, I don't know, it was like young. But it's called The Whipping Boy. And so they had a prince, right? And then in the story, they stole an orphan boy and made that boy the whipping boy, so that every time the prince, I know it sounds retarded, but this is what they would do. You cannot beat royalty. So every time the prince would do something bad, they would whip the whipping boy, right? And not the prince. Anyways, that's the energy that I get though. It's like somebody being like, no, they're my whipping boy, they're my whipping girl. They're gonna take all of the whips for me or all of the whatever, and you're not gonna do that. Like, why, even if you were friends with this person, what there would be nothing in existence that would ever compel you to take up their karma. Their karma is their own. There is a big hole in my heart that I cannot fill on my own. This person is like depraved. They're also, broke. So there's that. I am not sure I can meet your expectations. Yeah, if telling the truth is an expectation, I would expect you guys to expect other people around you to tell the truth. But this person's like, the pressure is too much for me. They're a liar. And there's no lie that can be created about another person that will cause a police officer to go create a fake fucking warrant to take that person to jail. What? People are weird. I have things going on in my life that require my full attention. Yeah, this person should not even, they have problems. They shouldn't even be focusing on you, but they really keep focusing on you. And that's to their own detriment. Let these people do what they're going to do. There's nothing you can say or do that's going to change their mind. It's going to be God that changes their mind. And if it doesn't, and literally, that's why you got to just give things to God. I tried to run from this connection, but my soul craves you. So there is something that they want from you. I don't know if it feels like it's sexual, but it also feels like it's money. They want to have an equal give and exchange. No, you're not procreating with this person. You're not going to engage with this person. It's too late. I've moved on and I do not wish to reconnect. So this person, if they try to come back, it's because they want something. I don't feel guilty for how I treated you. My ego is too big to care. So that's how you're going to know who this person is. Because literally all these things that came out in the dark confessions is how this person feels. They just won't say it. Like, they know that they're being codependent. They know they're being weird. They know they're wearing a mask. They know that they're being evil, but they just don't care. Like, God is going to make this person care. And in such a way that we're going to be like in awe, like, oh my gosh. They may even apologize to you. If they do, apology doesn't mean that you accept somebody back. It just means, okay, thank you for apologizing for what you did, but I'm sorry, I can't accept that. I mean, I can accept the apology, but I can't accept you back in my life after you did that. And people need to understand that if that's what your boundary is, then that's what your boundary is. It's like, there's no amount of warfare that can be done to change your boundaries. Like, God's going to have your back. So know that God protects you. Know that you are loved. Know that I love you. Know that God loves you. Okay, you guys, have a wonderful evening. Until the next reading, peace be with you. Make sure that you guys drink some water and take care of your bodies. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys in the next reading. Peace be with you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.